My name's Clive Paine. I'm a church historian and a lay reader here at St Mary's in Bury St Edmunds. And this is the tomb of Mary Tudor, the sister of Henry VIII, who was first married to Louis XII of France, and then secondly married to Charles Brandon, the Duke of Suffolk. They came to live in Suffolk. They built a huge house at a place called Westthorpe near Stowmarket, and Mary and Charles lived happily there from 1515 till 1533 when she died, and in 1533 she was buried in the Abbey of Bury under a very, very large box or altar tomb. In 1539, her brother Henry closed all the monasteries and therefore asked that his sister Mary's tomb should be transferred into this church. And it stood in this corner, but it was about a metre and a half tall, and obviously, as you can see, would block part of the access to the communion table and so on. And eventually, the church authorities in the 1780s decided to take the tomb down, and when they did, they discovered the body of Mary embalmed in leather inside the box tomb. The workmen, as you might expect, were very interested in what was inside, and so they opened it up and found Mary's embalmed body, still with a lot of her gingery hair intact, and at that point they began to snip bits of her hair off and sell them to anyone who wanted a piece, and one of those locks of hair still remains inside a locket in Moyses Hall Museum here in Bury. Eventually, the tomb was replaced by this flat slab, which just has the inscription Mary and Queen of France and the date 1533. It looks very, very unimposing for a royal tomb. And the little curve that you can see around it in white marble was only placed here in 1907 as a result of a royal visit by King Edward VII, who was very surprised that a royal tomb was so plain. And so he asked Earl Cadogan from nearby Colford Hall to put the little curve around, which he eventually did in 1907.